Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another Loading Artist comic stream. How is everyone doing? Thank you very much for waiting. Oh gosh, I put my socks on because they're cold this morning, but now I'm really regretting that decision. Oh jeez. Once I don on the suit, it's a completely different temperature. It's like a tropical climate under this suit. It's like a rainforest. Heavy on the rain, heavy on the forest. Let me just put some drinks away from keyboard there. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Hello, Yoyoto Strike. We also got Dry Race Girl. Hello. Coma Code's here. Nicholas Spires here. Mrs. Muffin. I do like your channels here. Hello, hello. Stephen Deluxey, Big White Bear, welcome back. Tofu's here. Nictofi's here. Hello, hello. Posy Lights as well. Coma Code with the 100 bits. After 3 hours of constantly retrying, I finally got into Overwatch 2, only to lose my first 5 games in a row. Good times. Fun times. Nice. So you enjoying Overwatch 2, Coma Code? I also had a quick dabble. Thank you very much. Had a quick dabble. I only played one game. Only had time for one game, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really feel much different to me. I still completely get my ass handed to me. So it's like nothing's changed on my side here. Then again, I didn't get to play the characters I wanted to play because no one was being a tank, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll be the tank, and I'm terrible. I'm the worst at tank. I can only play, what's his name? Guy with a big hammer, Reinhardt, and kind of like Roadhog as well. Those are the only tanks I can play. Anything else, even that can play is like minimum. Borderline AFK is what my gameplay is like. Hey, Big White Bear. 8 months, welcome back. Hello, hello. Yeah, I do much better with DPS, but everyone else on the team was DPS. So what do you want me to do? Oh well. But yeah, I mean, I haven't played in like years. Hello, hello. But they weren't paused the alerts. The jump was. There could have been something happening in the background, possibly. Oh, Jesus Christ, the sun's out. Oh my God. Hey, Stephen Lexi. Banana man. Yeah. Nailed it. Oh, sorry. So bright. Damn temperamental sun. See, most streamers stream at night, and they don't have this problem. They don't have this problem with daylight shining through the blinds. I need to start covering my windows again with the styrofoam. Especially now that we're moving slowly back into summer here in New Zealand. Definitely need to stop that. No, well, that's too dark. Look at this, ridiculous. Make up your goddamn mind. What is this? Okay. Seriously, have you ever considered blackout curtains? I've considered it, but like, yeah, these blinds, they definitely gotta go. But I was going to replace them with blackout blinds, but then there was like some talk, like the windows, I think they need to be resealed. Like there's some sort of leak going on a little bit of the windows. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to bother getting new curtains if we're going to be doing stuff with the windows anyway. But it's all a bit slow, I guess. For now, I'll have to put the styrofoam back on. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that now, actually. Hold on. First, let me reply to some messages here. The Horsty, hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, sir, I love your cartoons. Much love. Well, the Horsty, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, and welcome. Yes, we'll be drawing a new comic today. Well, not new. I mean, it's new. It's not out yet. We were working on it yesterday in yesterday's stream. We're gonna finish it in today's stream. There's a huge spider web right behind you. I need to do some dusting, but I thought, hey, I might as well keep the spider web here because it's Halloween. So it's kind of relevant. So I'm not gonna bother dusting that. I think there's also a spider web in this corner as well. Just keep it for now, I suppose. Free decoration. Oh, the Yo and Gogo. There's a huge web in front of you. The World Wide Web. And we're all flies trapped in it. Oh, that's starting to sound deep. And Dry Razor, what on earth? How's the banana so high on your neck today? Oh my goodness. Hey, where? I don't get to show off my chest hair anymore. This is not even intentional. This is not because everyone started complaining in yesterday's stream. If anything, I think it's because it's... I don't know how this is happening. Did it shrink overnight? Am I like bunched up at the top here? Hold on, what's going on? And Ziskahoo, welcome back. 65 months, this stream needs more bananas. More bananas. I can't even see my cleavage. No wonder I was getting a little steamy in there. No air holes. It was a little bit better, but still feels a little high up. Ah. Oh, hey Anna as well. Hello, welcome back. And Rishu, hello, hello. And Klaus, welcome back. And scrolling up, scrolling down, scrolling up, scrolling down. Young Gogo playing Secret of Monkey Island, and it's really good with the controller, although I think mouse is better. Oh, I see. I didn't even know you could play with a controller. Although you're talking about the Secret of Monkey Island, not the new one. Although I think you can play on both, because I'm pretty sure the new one's out on the Switch. Yeah. Hey, Gretzkopf, welcome back as well. Hello. And random name, hello. Kelly Ranton, welcome back. Have you finally watched the Banana Suit? No, but look at this. I noticed the other day there's like stains on it. Wait, can you see this? Look, there's like little brown stains right in the middle there. You can sort of see. Oops, I'm just giving you guys the finger there. Yeah. Maybe I'm just getting bruised. Could just be the bruising. Show us your leg in social distance mode again. Social distance mode? My legs! My beautiful legs. Actually, you know, I should show it off. Look at this. Right. They're my banana pants. Although you can't really see. The banana print has kind of gotten worn off. Yeah, the yellow bananas, they've been worn off on the butt because I keep sitting on them. And yet on the front, it's very yellow. Interesting. But, yeah. The banana pants, very relevant for this month's streams. Well, now it's getting dark again. What do you want me to do here? This is great. I should probably turn off that... Oh, there's auto exposure mode. Is this any good? Let's see if auto exposure is any good. Okay, that stain was there 2 years ago as well? Oh my goodness. Well, at least I'm consistent. Okay, what are we working on today? We're working on... the comic. So this is how far we got. Let's see. What the? Oh my god. They're all like this. Would it kill you to smile once in a while? Yo! The double rim shot. It's like an echo in here. Thank you for that. That would have been good timing. Your timing was even better. I was late. I was the second rim shot. God damn. I shouldn't even push the rim shot myself. You guys do a lot better job of it than I do. Alright, this is the comic we're working on, and I'm gonna go new window, put that to the side. Zoom out a bit. Shoop. There we go. Maybe a little bit smaller. Yeah. Very nice. Perfect. Okay. You do way better rim jobs? You could say you could definitely say that. You guys do a great job of the rim jobs. And ZipDev, finally 38 months old. Happy birthday, ZipDev. ZipDev. Interesting. The last sub before ZipDev was Ziskahoo. A lot of ZI. ZipDev XD, thank you very much. 38 months. Welcome back.
Look how erect your tail is.
Oh my goodness! Get down! Can't even really tell what's in the foreground or not. But oh, you saw a little bit of it. Oh my goodness, my stem. Let me hide that. Okay. I feel like I really need to put some weights in there when I'm out and about in this suit. It's quite flippin' and floppin'. Hey, Dak. Welcome, Dak. You rang? Hello, hello. And Philippe as well, welcome back. Just came to the stream and see you in a banana suit. Surprisingly normal. Yes, this is our Spooktober outfit. This is what we wear for a whole month. Not embarrassing at all. Especially not with my ever-growing age. Okay. Let me get my tablet here so we can start drawing. What will we work on first? Okay, well, so we've done a lot of the character. Oh my goodness! I'm hydrating. Thank you very much. So we've done the characters mostly. No shading yet. Colors there, line arts there. We've started on the backgrounds of these photos. We haven't done the drinks yet. And we haven't even touched the background yet over here. There's gonna be background. I'm thinking like it's like the inside of a mall or something like that. And it's like a 1 hour photo place. Nothing to do with that creepy Robin Williams movie. I like that movie, it's good. But it is creepy. 1 hour photo. But they are actually called 1 hour photo. That's why the movie is called 1 hour photo. But I'm changing the PH to an F. Yeah. To appease my my German fans. And Austrian. Spooktober. It's oh, where's the pencil at? Oh, thank you for the reminder. Let me get my banana pencil out of here. There we go. Thank you, Nicholas Spire. Spooktober. It's terrifying because Gregor has only washed his banana suit once. Once is all you need. Probably should have washed it once I bought it as well, but oh well. 231, Yoyoto. First spider of the stream, I think. Nice. Glad to see that's working. Oh, my cat's here. Hey, Copy, what's going on? Didn't even notice her. Okay. Alright, it's the first time ever that the cats have been discreet when I'm trying to work. Oh. Klaus, do you ever buy clothes and wonder if they are returns and they've already been worn? You're welcome. That's why I never buy clothes. The last time I bought clothes was from my merch store, which are guaranteed never been worn before. Because no one bought them in the first place. And also because the store's not even open. It's opening tonight! Shop's opening tonight, by the way. That's right. Shop's opening tonight, I decided. I was almost gonna launch it last night, but then I felt like I was rushing into it too fast and I thought I was gonna forget something. So tonight, the shop will be open once more. The art prints and the comic prints will be next week. It's on a different store. But for now, it's like the shirt, like the clothes and the mugs stuff. Yes, and a new product as well. And but yeah, finally coming back. But you didn't fix the bug I found yet. I emailed them Super Tux about it. It's not my bug to fix. It's their problem. But I emailed them. Thank you for finding it again, Super Tux. I've yet to hear back. They're probably in the process of removing my account for being so particular. Like, Jesus Christ, this guy hasn't even opened his store and he's still emailing us after so many months. Had a countdown with Phil Collins in the air tonight. Open on the drums. I mean, that could work. At first, I thought it was going to be a technical nightmare, but the store is pretty slick, pretty fast. Can't wait to show you guys. Okay, what am I working on? Let's do these cup thingies. It's kind of bothering me how they're so empty. Let's do the cup thingies. I'm gonna do the. Not really sure how to do these things. Like, I guess I want them to be like slushy as well, right? There should be a slushy part. Hey! Get your fat butt off the air conditioner! No, you're bending the fence! Copy, get up there! Get up! Oh my goodness. The worst part is she knows exactly what I mean. She just chooses not to respond. Okay. They like to step on my air conditioner, and there's like these vents at the top, these little like plastic vents, and then like as they're getting bigger and fatter and heavier, every time they step on them, I can just see them getting bent and bending down and about to snap. You're so naughty. You're a naughty, naughty girl. You're a naughty girl. Naughty. Mm. Actually, hold on. You want to come in the banana with me? Hold on. She likes to go inside her clothes. Let's see if she likes to go inside a banana. Eh. 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 Go this way. Hello. 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 Technical difficulties. 1 second. Come here. Ah. Eh. Eh. Oh gosh. This way. Freedom is on the other side. She's facing me. I just feel really pregnant. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Oh gosh. I don't know. All I look like I'm doing, I'm just kind of revealing myself to everyone. Oh, she's getting out of the side here. Hello. What a cutie. Oh gosh. Oh god. That'll teach you for sitting on my air conditioner. Speaking of air conditioning, I'm so hot right now. Not because of the cat being inside of me, it's just all that motion and commotion. Jesus Christ. Need some airflow. A warm fur jacket inside of this banana outfit is not what you need. Not good at all. Ah, okay. Why is it so dark? Why is it? I got auto exposure on. Killing me. Wait, oh, this doesn't even work when auto exposure's on. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I get it. Oh, I see. That doesn't even do anything when auto exposure's on. Okay, now I see. Let's go. Oh, there was plenty of exposure. That's a lot of hair. Oh yeah, man. I wasn't kidding. I wasn't joking around. I got a lot of hair down there. A lot of hair. Like it's causing so much static electricity buildup when I wear this suit. It's like I could power a small European village with the amount of static electricity I'm generating down there. Okay. I'll do the AC bundle spout. Bad thing is I can't even turn that AC on because it's not even plugged in. I don't have enough power in this room. I have to have like an extension cord that goes out of the room into a different power socket. And that is not connected. Where's my pen? I can't even. Where's my pen? Eh? Eh? Did I drop it? Oh, there it is. Cam Joe. 35 months. Welcome back, Cam Joe. Trombone champ gaming stream when? I don't know. I don't know. Is that something people would actually be interested in seeing? I couldn't even get through like 2 trailers. The first trailer I was intrigued. The second trailer I was like, oh my god, make it stop. Make it stop. Really don't know what I'm doing with these slushies. I guess his one's more full because he can't actually drink anything. On the plus side, Gregor's chest is so hairy.
I'm too old for these cheat codes.
On the plus side, Gregor's chest is so hairy, his nipples were virtually indistinguishable. You'd really have to search to find them. God help the person who spends time searching for my nipples amongst my hairy chest. Like, that's really gotta make you question your life choices. Yeah, I don't think I like these lines here. I'm gonna get rid of these lines. I don't like these lines. Hey, Quartet G, 69 months! Nice. Quartet G, welcome back. 69 months. How are things? And Dak, well, if you hate it, then you definitely have to play it. A trombone game. Hey, I'm more concerned for how much you guys hate it. Things are good, Cortecci? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Any plans for Halloween? And that goes to everyone as well. Anyone else have, other than watching these streams, obviously, other than watching these awesome Spooktober Halloween streams, that is obviously the top choice. But what are your plan Bs when I'm not around? Oh, I thought the song was The Weeknd for a second. Sounds a lot like The Weeknd. The bright lights song. How does a ghost drink a slushy? Oh, it's a comic title. With a lot of difficulty. A lot of difficulty, apparently. Looks pretty good. Camjo, I don't know. I want to play the trombone champ. It feels like that good sort of bad where you watch old B movies because they're kind of funny. But maybe, what if I'm like really good at the game and it just sounds like, yeah, a decent piece of trombone music? What if I'm too good? That's my worry. But maybe we could play it. It is a kind of a horror game. And Dak, I'm gonna carve a pumpkin and try not to slice a finger off. Nice. I've never carved a pumpkin. We don't really have those in New Zealand. Hey, time for a break. That was fast. That's too early. Well, you gotta skip the first break. First break doesn't count. Dry raise go. I need to go repent or something. Just spent way too much time thinking about Gregor's chest hair. Hey, save some of those thoughts for your nightmares. Hey, Yoyoto. Nice. Good catch. And Rishu, calm down. Don't get a tromboner. Hey. And Stephen and Alexi, so far just enjoying a day off since it's conveniently a bank holiday for me. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize you were a bank. These jokes make me feel tired inside. Oh, I forgot to look at Low Toba J. That's right, Detonator. I haven't looked at Low Toba J stuff. Oh, you can do that as well. Completely forgot. Potatoes as well. 9 months. Welcome back. Hey, you. I'm gonna pretend I know about the banana and I'm not still asleep. Hey, Potatoes. Maybe you are still asleep. Ooh, it would make more sense. And when you wake up, please tell me everything you encountered, especially if you saw me draw a comic idea. Tell me what it was. Yeah, let me have a quick look at the
Get back to work!
After the Detonator, you're the one that told me to go to Low Tip. Oh my god, Detonator. You're the one that told me to go see low whatever. Whatever. Okay, let's keep working on this. Oh god, where do I even begin? Face! I don't know if you can hear him. Let's do the background. Hey, paste. Hey. Ooh. Focusing on giving Pace some good pats. Oh, come over here so people can see it. Whoops. There you go. Now you got a good view of the stream. There you go. That's good. Want some coffee? This wasn't in focus. I was focusing on giving my cat some attention. Some good focus there. Thank you. Did you hear him cry? He was crying out. Let's see here. Oh, Low Turbo J, that's right. Gotta do Low Turbo J stuff. Okay, we'll do this. How do we do this? We'll do this way.
Get back to work! Let's do it!
Okay. Alright, back to work then. And I'm drowning. Hold your breath. Hold your breath, Paste. It's gonna be a long one. Um, oh, excuse me. Thanks, guys, for all of the help. There you go. There you go. Got some good focus done there. At the door. I'm not really too fussed about the details in this background. It's going to be barely visible. The important thing is like that there's that big sign at the top. And the rest is going to be like windows and glass, and I can't draw because this table is too small. Let's see. There. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, I'm still drowning. Oh. Got a few cat hairs in this thing, but oh well, too late. Okay, Low Turbo J stuff. Let me pause alerts. Jesus Christ. Pause alerts. I gotta make sure I push that button more often. And zip dive. I had to do it, even if it cost me literally all my bees. Oh, it's just pause and yet you still can boo as well. Oh my god. Yeah. You should make it play the Sonic drowning music if the hydrate water screen is up too long. Oh, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna add that to this to consider list. I'm not even gonna call it to-do list anymore. I'm gonna call it a consider list. Sonic drowning music when hydrate too long. Thank you for that, Dak. Pretty cool. Good reminder there. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, we were doing Lowtober J reviews. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we left off here with Stephen Ledecky's Scallop one, very cute. And so here we go, new ones. Scallop, based on the comic The End Is Near. Terrifying. That's pretty cool to see like a remastering of the End Is Near panel of the people running away. Very cool. Very cool. And a scary ass scallop in the sky with low J decorations around the side of it. Looks like Christmas lights. Nice, nice, nice. JC Beloso. I gotta be able to pause these sound effects as well. I feel like alerts pause should also pause sound effects, but I think there's a reason why I didn't do that. I think it's because then I couldn't do it myself for some reason. I'm gonna add that to the list as well. Pause alerts, also pause CP rewards. Okay. We want sound effects, they're fun. Do not take that away from us. No, I need maybe I need a pause alerts and like a complete silence button. Okay, here's one from Detonator. Scallop. Made 2 versions, family friendly and the nightmare one. Interesting. Which one's the family friendly one? I can't tell. They're both causing me nightmares. Scallop and this scary ass scallop one there too. My goodness, as if yellow teeth weren't bad enough. You got like molding, rotting teeth. Jesus Christ. This is some like anti-human propaganda that the scallops and all other sea creatures pass around. And I would definitely stand by it too. I feel like humans get really brutal when it comes to seafood. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Detonator. You wanted to make it that hat guy eating it, but it was late at night. Well, I appreciate you didn't make this hat guy. Alright, Psych Humanity. Flame, day 5, Flame. Point of view, you're watching Hunchback of Notre Dame and pause during Hellfire, but the frame you pause on seems very peculiar. Very nice. I know exactly the scene you're talking about. And I, you know, the only scene I would pause on in Notre Dame as well, is she gets naked in that fire. I think they added, didn't they add clothes or something to her in the new version, or am I just misremembering? I'm pretty sure she was more naked originally. Or maybe that was just what my like 8-year-old self saw when I saw it the first time. She's got a smoking hot body. Oh. Yeah, very nice. Good song too. Hellfire. Here's one from Grit's Cup. Another flame one, hand drawn, yellow and orange fine liners on A5 paper. My goodness, very cool. Definitely can see the low J in there. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Nice indeed. Did you do a sketch first, or did you just like go, just go with the markers? Definitely would have had to have a sketch first, surely. I hate drawing flames myself. I have to like undo a million times. Can't imagine doing it with a pen. And we got one for Toast Animates here, flame as well. Try my best to draw like a fireball. Boom. Yeah, looks like we're setting our characters on fire here, literally. Toast, more like burnt toast. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, back to work. Good submissions so far. And I look forward to checking more out in the next stream. Nice, nice, nice. Keep it up, everyone. Awesome. Good momentum going on. Excellent. What's this? Has Greg Mandela affected himself on a new Disney character? I'm hold on, I'm pretty sure. Let me just do a quick search here. Turn the censorship mood on. Notre Dame. How do I spell Dame? Dame with 2 M's? Or 1 M? Or 1 MN? Whatever. Fire. Naked. Esmeralda. Okay, I've completely butchered how to spell that. But here we go. Sex and Nudity, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Let's see here. What do we got here? Wait, what? Hugo the gargoyle flirts with a male goat. Oh, that's right, the little statues. I see. I remember. Yeah, Frollo's lust for Esmeralda is a large theme in the movie. During Hellfire, oh no, wait, there's a pulls a scar from a cleavage. No. Let me go image mode. Have we censored? Yeah, okay, we're censored. Let's see here. Let's see. Is there? I could have sworn they did add clothes. They added clothes. I swear I wasn't crazy. It's true. Let me show you. Let me find the thingy-majiggy, and then I'll show you the uncensored version. Let me just see if it shows. I want it before and after. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, here is it. When Judge Frollo sings Hellfire, he sees Esmeralda dancing in the fire before him. The MPAA insisted Disney make Esmeralda's clothing more well-defined as she seemed nude. I see. So I think this line here. I don't know. Can you see this? Oh, you can't see my mouse, but the. Why can't you see my mouse? You should be able to see my mouse. I mean, I know you can't, but maybe you should. Hold on. There we go. Oh wait, this doesn't make any sense, but yeah, this line here I think has been added. I guess we couldn't. I guess I've never seen the nude version. I just pictured it in my head. But anyway, interesting nonetheless, right? Interesting nonetheless. We could see it. What do you mean? Oh, my banana. I don't usually have my pen shown on this internet browser screen here, but maybe I should in the future. Like I have it here as well. 8-year-old Greg was very lewd. Oh man, you should. You have no idea. I had a little plastic doll version of Jasmine, the Aladdin princess, and she was very cleavagey in that too. And I drew on the cleavage. I think I even made the cleavage even more pronounced using a biro pen, ballpoint pen. That's not a euphemism. I actually mean a ballpoint pen. Yeah. I was drawing not safe for work stuff even back then. If only I had a Patreon. Let's see here. Dry Rays Girl. You were traumatized when your mom said the Spice Girls were sexy. If she'd been naked, you'd remember. If my mom was naked? I see. If Esmeralda was naked. But it's like that subtle nudity, right? Doesn't really count if it's in the flames. And Kritzikoff, you did a very faint and super rough sketch. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it looks good. 10 out really well. And see here. Oh, we could see the cursor there. Oh, Grisha, you could see the cursor? Oh. I see. Okay, well, never mind then. Forgive my banana. You saw the mouse, then it went away as soon as you said we couldn't see it. Okay, hold on. I gotta do some. Sorry, I'm gonna get back to work in a second, but I'm really curious about this. You can see my mouse here. You can see my mouse here. You can't see it here. I think it's as soon as I leave the focus. Wait, hold on. If I make this smaller. Ah, I see. As soon as I click away from the Firefox window, you can't see the mouse anymore. I see. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Nice. Because the Firefox window covers my OBS, so I have to click to OBS to see what you guys can see, and then by doing that, it removes the mouse from Firefox. I get you. All right, well, I'm glad we all figured that out now. Thank you. Okay, let's see now. Next mole shop thing. Not really sure. I guess Man, it's been a while since I've been in a mall. Actually, that's a lie. I've been in a mall. I was in a mall like a few weeks ago to see a movie. What movie was it? Oh, Nope. I saw Nope. That's right. This sign doesn't make sense. I think the signs of malls are kind of straight. If we're looking at it straight, we shouldn't be seeing this bit hanging over, right? It should be like this, and then the next shop is over here. I think I might be completely overthinking this part. Whatever. Whatever. Do a window here. Window, window, window. Line. I can't draw straight lines. This is brutal. Brutal to watch. So sorry. Straight line. Window. Doesn't make much sense right now, but wait for it. Wait for the drawing drop. Oh wait, the pause. The letter paused. Oops. Pause the alerts.
Isn't a door just a wall that you can open?
Yeah, this is what we were missing here. There was also a urination. Delicious. Looks good with my banana suit. Very yellow. Gold, almost. Gold. And resolutions.txt. Oh my
Pig
goodness.
fetish. Oh, that definitely exists. I've seen it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. There we go, there we go. Oops, there we go. All right. Background done, more or less, sort of. Oh, I kind of like the door being flush with the windows at the top there. I'm going to make this door a little bit taller. And that's right. Cool. That looks good. I mean, it's real basic stuff. It's just going to be windows, doors. The important thing is the sign. So I'm going to do a sign layer. What is this, Dower? I totally didn't mix up highlight message with comic title suggestion yet again. Nuh-uh. Considered it a teaser. Well, thank you for the teasings. If urine is delicious and sweet, go to the doctor. I think it's a sign of diabetes. That is crazy, isn't it? How they figured out diabetes. Okay, you're about to witness a loading artist history lesson, so take it with a grain of salt. But I'm pretty sure this is exactly how it happened. So the guy that was like trying to do some stuff with urine, he had like a whole bunch of test tubes with urine, like different urine samples in it, and he's a scientist, right? And it's like back in the days, like medieval times or whatever. And he didn't have windows and air conditioning. It was just like out in the open. And I think he had lunch, and he came back from lunch, and he noticed like all the flies were in his laboratory, but they were all like over one test tube of urine, not the other ones. He's like, why are the flies liking this urine? And then he tasted it, and he's like, oh, it's sweet. And then he realized, oh, it's like sugar or glucose. I think back then it was just called sugar in this urine. And that's how they figured out that diabetes is a thing. Some people are urinating sugar. So yeah, that's a little history lesson for everyone. Pretty sure it's true. Pretty sure it's correct. Maybe I should make this more of a thing. History lessons, or just lessons from Loading Artist. Based off like the bits and pieces I remember from high school and Reddit titles. Hey Vandermeer, that's a fun story to join the stream during test tubes of urine. Best time to join the stream. For sure. It's eye-opening stuff. I am glad you agree. 1 hour photo. There you go. Cameras. And then the text as well. You can smell sweet urine though, you don't have to taste it. Well, he's a scientist, you know. Gotta taste everything. No holds barred. Because I'm sure the first thing they would ask when he brings that, you know, theory to people is like, did you taste it? And what's he gonna do? Look like an idiot? Say no? I don't think so. They have to check every factor. What if it smells sweet, but it doesn't taste sweet? What about then? What if they discover, like, there's such things as sweet smells, but not sweet physical sugars? Could happen. Why do flies like this piss? Well, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. Gulk, gulk, gulk. Hey, Lemur Daniel, welcome back. 29 months. Good to see you again. Great, you're streaming. Need some distractions from my utter depressive episode now. What love. Oh, lordy. Well, Lemur Daniel, if this doesn't cure your depression, then I don't know what will. Maybe we should talk more urine science. Science urinary facts. Urinary facts about urinary tracts. Hey, welcome back, Lima Daniel. Hope you start feeling better soon, and welcome back. If every history lesson was as interesting as that urine one, I would be a historian. But history was one of my least favorite subjects in high school. Not enough urine stories. Urine story, not his story. Or his urine story. Oh god, whatever's funniest. Remember that one. 1 hour photo. Let's see, let's look at this, and borders. Take everything Gregor says with a grain of sugar. Why is it a grain of salt? Oh, I guess to make it more salty? No. Grain of sugar, grain of salt. I don't even know where that phrase comes from. Or why it comes from something. Toast Cokes. Hey, Toast Cokes. Hello, folks, or as they say in New Zealand, when I said I would show you my hot, sweaty banana, I bet you expected something else. Welcome back, Toast Cokes. How are you doing? Let's select this. Mole, what's a mole floor color? Like skin? Beige? It's like tiles usually, right? I don't know. I can't remember now. And then the buildings themselves. I mean, I don't know. This could be like this, and that one could be like this. And then we got the glass, which could be like this. And then the 1 hour photo sign is like this. And this other one is like oh god, I have no idea. What color? Oh, you can't see. I'm choosing colors right now, but can't see the window. That's a horrendous color. What am I thinking? Well, it doesn't really matter because we're gonna have a thingy over the whole thing. We're gonna have atmosphere. Yoyoto, hypotheses of the phrase's origin include Pliny the Elder's Naturalis Historia, regarding the discovery of a recipe for an antidote to a poison. In the antidote, one of the ingredients was a grain of salt. Threats involving the poison were thus to be taken with a grain of salt, and therefore less seriously. Huh. The more you know. That's interesting. What an interesting, fun fact that is. I've already forgotten most of it, but back in the day, there was a guy with a poison recipe, and part of the antidote was a grain of salt. So then to make things less poisonous, you say, take it with a grain of salt. Plus the rest of the antidote recipe as well, I assume. Man, isn't it weird that if that antidote, instead of a grain of salt, it was like the slime of a slug, the phrase now would be like, hey, don't trust what I'm saying, like, take it with a slime of slug. Weird how quickly things can change in the world. Also, hey, Ms. Contagious, welcome back. How you doing? And, what was I doing here? Oh, yes, I was doing the windows. Oop. Something like that, and then this. There we go. Now things are coming together slowly. Mm. There we go. See, look, now it's coming together. Okay, the photos are invisible. Printing error. But you can sort of see what I'm trying to get at now. Ooh. Let's also get rid of this blue. I don't really think we need this anymore. Cool. It's very bright right now, but remember, there's no shading, and we're not even close to finishing it. I'm sweating. My banana is dripping here. Oh, goodness. Have you ever had fruit that was left out so long that it started to melt? That's why I don't have fruit baskets anymore. Well, not a basket, a fruit bowl. I used to have like a bowl that was like a metal grid. It was like a bowl with a metal grid, and I had like apples and stuff because I thought very adult. But they were there for so long that they started to melt. Break time, which also means
Get back to work.
it's time to get back to work too. That was a short break.
Let's do it.
Very short break indeed. There we go. Wait, what's that? Eh? Ah, I know why. I mean, blah 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 blah. I mean, what the hell? What the?
I appreciate any nice things to say about my butt.
God, I love that sound effect. Hold on, we still got a break to go. Let's 30-second break. 1 second. Okay, welcome back. That was a short break. Goodness me. Hope you all had time to stretch your legs. I know I did. I didn't just sit here for 10 seconds to watch myself fart on stream while sitting in a banana suit, sweating. That's not what happened. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's get back to work. Wait, now something disconnected. What disconnected? Does this work anymore? Oh, it still works. Okay, weird. Am I still live? I think so. Yes, we are. Good. Okay, what we're doing here. Yeah, the colors are horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Get rid of all of this. I think the background, whatever we have the background here, will be the same for the last panel. But for the middle two panels, they will be something else. Maybe this floor color? I don't know. I also just don't really like how bright this background thingy is now. Just feels too bright. It feels like my eyes can't adjust. Eh. 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 Whatever. I also really don't like how this looks anymore. I was trying to go for a thing, a certain thing here, but didn't really pan out the way I was hoping it would pan out. So I think I might just extend these lines to the bottom so they don't look so weird. Ha 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 ha. Not live, F. Is he coming back? No, I'm definitely live. I can see the green color. 4,000 kilobits per second. Where's the kilobytes? I don't know. To this day, I still don't know what the difference is. I mean, I know one is like 1,000 times bigger than the other, but when it comes to internet speeds, like I feel like it always flip-flops what the unit of measurement is. One is 8 times bigger. Oh, only 8? But like a megabyte is like 1,000 times a kilobyte, right? And a kilobyte is 1,000 times a byte. But we're dealing with bytes then. And then like a byte is like 1,000 bits. I don't know. Hey, Bardcrest, welcome back. Oh, I thought you were talking about byte versus bit because you said both of these. No, I am actually. I don't know what. Yeah, it's like the capital B is byte and the small b is bit. A byte is when you chew on something, but so is a bit. A bit is when you chewed on something in the past. Like, you know, yesterday I bit my cat. It can still work. But if it says kilo, yeah, so we're okay. Basically, what I'm trying to ask is how many kilobytes is 4,000 kilobits? 4,000 kilobits equals. Here we go. What is 4,000 kilobits into kilobytes? Can that even be translated? 500? How? What? Oh, because it 8. It times it by 8. Oh. Holy crap. It's all making sense now. I always thought it was like 1,000. Oh my goodness. So, oh my goodness, everything is making sense again. So I'm uploading 0.5 megabyte a second. Huh. That makes a lot more sense. I used to think, oh, I'm uploading 4 megabytes a second? Like, that's insane. But no, it's 0.5 megabyte a second. Huh. Okay. 8 is the number. Okay. Well, better 8 than never to learn that fact. That's what you got your math degree for? Converting bits to bytes, Stephen DeLexi? Oh man, my back is drenched. Let's see. I fucking hate this color. Pardon my vulgarities, but I really don't like color I've got going on with this. I'm gonna change this to be the classic sky gradient. I think. We'll see what that looks like.
Bobby.
Yeah. That looks a little bit better. Hey, Sam Hain, thank you for following. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? And on this color, it needs to be darker as well. I don't really like how bright the background is here. It should be even more like gloomy. Maybe a gradient. Maybe a gradient would work. And by that I mean like, let's get like a big soft brush. Oh lordy. This is the opposite. Fill it and then remove. Yeah, like I think it's a bit more ominous to have like, oh my god. Dark. Oh my god, they're all like this. Not this color. This color sucks. No, that color sucks too. Oh, that's even worse. All these colors suck. Maybe like a bruised purple. Maybe I just don't even like this background color in general. Maybe this should be like... Maybe this should just be gray. Oh, I forgot to fill in this color here, but... That's not even the same picture, is it? I also don't want to look like he's only got 3 photos. I realize now there's only 3 photos in his hand at all times. But I wanted to be like a bunch of different photos. So I'm gonna actually remove this consistency here, like blue, dark red, green. I don't want that. Like, this one should be like a totally different color. I don't know what yet. Maybe like just peachy yellow. Wait, so kibibytes and kilobytes are different? What the hell's a kibibyte? Is that a typo or is that actually a thing? Kibi versus kilobytes is always confusing every time I look it up. Eh? Kibi? Wait, are you guys just making shit up? This sounds like new Pokemon. Like, oh, it used to be Pikachu and Raichu, but now it is Pichu. So, oh, there used to be kilobits and kilobytes, and now it is kibbies. Kibibytes. A kilo is 1,000, a kibi is 1,024. What? Wait, so a kilobyte is actually 1,000 bytes, not 1,024 bytes? I thought everything to do with bytes was 1,024. 512, 256, 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. 2 nibbles isn't a byte. Dude, 1 byte is 2 nibbles. A kibibyte is a form cats use, probably. Kibibytes is what Windows uses. Kilobytes is what everything else uses. It's 1,000 versus 1,024. Oh my Jesus Christ. Wait, nibbles are real? Wait, that's true? There's 2 nibbles and a byte? Wait, I can't handle this right now. There's too many mind-blowing facts being thrown at me here, and I don't know what's real and what's not. I feel like Neo after talking to Morpheus. My whole world is crashing down around me. And I haven't even taken any pills. The HDD example is good. Kibi versus Kilo is why a 16 terabyte hard drive formats to 14-ish ter. Is that why? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! So that's why when I get like a let's say a 1 terabyte, oh, let's say a 2 terabyte hard drive is on Windows is actually like 1.8 or something. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't it be more? Because Windows uses kibis and not kibytes. Oh my god. Zip dev, you going to bed? Oh no, you're going to head out. Have a good stream. Yeah, this is too much for you, Zip dev. I don't blame you. Take care, Zip dev. Thanks again for the resub. Oh, let's see. Let's have a look at this. Donkulous. One bite is 2 nibbles. Wow, you're right. Ask Siri. Hey Siri, how many nibbles are in a bite? Hey Siri. Real talk. How many nibbles are in a bite?
Okay. I found this on the web for real top. How many nickels are in a bite? Check it out.
How many nickels are in a dollar? 20 nickels. How many nibbles? Hey Siri, how many nibbles in a bite? Hello? Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
how many nibbles are in a bite?
Okay. I found this on the web for how many nibbles are in a bite. Check it out.
Yeah, we really gotta get that Google Assistant thing. I think Nicholas Spire linked me something. I think it was Nicholas Spire. I forgot to check it out, but you can get like Google Help on your desktop. We should just do that next time. I'm gonna add that to the list of things to consider. Get Google Butler on desktop for stream. You are a banana. Anchoran. That is true. This is my final form. Welcome to the stream. There's an XKCD comic that explains all of this. Let's see. Kilobyte. There's been a lot of confusion over 1024 versus 1000. Kbyte versus kbit, and the capitalization for each. Here at last is a single definitive standard. Okay, so small k, kb, kilobyte, small k, big B, kilobyte. Well, that doesn't explain things. 1024 bytes or 1000 bytes. 1000 bytes during leap years. Oh, okay, let's see. It's a joke. I see. Oh, I see. I see. Kelly Boodle standard unit. Imaginary kilobyte. Intel kilobyte. Drive makers kilobyte. Baker's kilobyte. 1152 bytes. 9 bits of the byte. Since you're such a good customer. Okay. Here we go. Should have known. This is not gonna be educational. Not at all. Goodness me. Yeah, well played. So there's kibbies and kibbits and kibbites and man, so confusing. And no one's running. Oh gosh. There's a real explanation video, you can watch it later. Storage false advertising. Why is computer storage smaller than advertised? Oh, interesting. 10 minutes! Oh. Call me when it's 10 seconds. I only like to learn things that take 10 seconds or less. No, I'll check it out after the stream though. Nicholas Byer, thank you for that. I am curious. And hey, Birdie, you like banana? Here you go. Open wide. Hum. Stroking the side of your face with my banana. Thank you very much for the resub. 18 months. That's why this is legal. What I can do to you right now. Welcome back. Strongville, changing your hat or hair. Nice beanie. You can watch the video at double speed, then it's only 5 minutes. But then I won't learn anything because it's too fast, and I have to keep going back. I always overestimate how fast I can handle a YouTube video, especially like a tutorial video. It ends up taking me more time just to keep rewinding back and forth than if it was just me listening at normal speed. I don't like this background. This background is too dark before, and now it's like too bright. What's the color of a cinema? I guess I shouldn't have made it a cinema. I don't know. And Yo and Gogo, Linux used GIB 1024 to label the storage size, but Windows uses GIB but labels it GB 1000. Oh god, that just made my brain hurt reading that. And then there's kilobyte, which is Irish. Kilo means 1,000, kilobit means 1,000 bits, while kilobyte means 1,000 bytes, so it's 8 times more, as byte is 8 times 1 bit. Huh? Oh man, now I'm scared. Kritzkoff, nighttime, I'm tired, need to go to bed. Have a good one, guys, and because of things you talked about in your stream today, let's see, is it someone biting an egg? Let me see. Quick check here. It is a spoon. Oh, there is no spoon. Matrix style. And the spoon is conveniently the shape of an egg. Egg spoon. All spoons are eggs. It's perfect for the spoon and egg race. That's why they made it that shape. Thank you, Fritzkopf and Schlaf. Gut. Also, the only thing I can think about when I look at that spoon is just how gross and dirty it is. There must be so much bacteria trapped in those little crevices, because you can't clean that out easily. Ugh. Everyone's like lip gunk, just smearing across those gaps in the what's it called? Indentations. Ugh. Try adding a light as if the screen was on in the cinema photo. Oh yeah. Adding a light as if this. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's an interesting idea. Okay, let me try that. Okay, how would I do this? This is taking me so long. I'm so sorry, guys, everyone. This is brutally long taking. This, and then we have another one that goes up here. Oh, oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Wait, hmm? Wait. I know this looks terrible. Hold on. That looks weird. What have I done? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would that happen? It wouldn't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the screen is in front of them. Oh, you mean, oh, I see. I see what you're saying. You mean that the screen is lighting up rather than, I was thinking the projector. You can see the projector light coming through the back. I get you. I get you now. Right. The screen is on. Okay, and then this color needs to change as well. And, yeah, I mean, even that looks better already, a little bit. But yeah, the shading should help as well. God, I'm really spinning my wheels here. This is not going well. I want to finish this comic today too, so there's really no reason for this comic to take this long. Because tomorrow I want it to be a pure Monkey Island stream. I want to get through that game. It's taking too long. Too shading. At least with shading, I know what to do. Do you want to end Monkey Island tomorrow? Oof, I don't know if we can finish it. I mean, that'd be cool if we could. I'm not sure how likely it is. Strike 143 spiders. Nice. Do you think we can finish Monkey Island in tomorrow's stream? Or is that too hopeful? Too optimistic? How do I shade? What do you mean by that? How do I shade? You mean like technically how is this working? Or what you talking about? I have a down here you can see there's a color layer set to multiply. The blending mode is set to multiply. You can't see that part, but the blending mode is set to multiply. If I don't have the blending mode on, it looks like, well, it looks exactly the same way. Oh, it looks like this. And I changed the multiply, so it kind of darkens whatever's on top of it, or whatever's beneath it. Sorry. And yeah, that's basically it. I just realized I have double multiply on. Doesn't make any sense. I have multiply for the layer and the folder, but over the top.
Back to work.
Don't need to do that. Probably just using up more resources than I need.
Let's do it.
Hey, focus time. I'll get back to your question in a second here, or in a minute rather.
Doesn't taste like piss. Piss tastes better.
I mean, I guess you could say that about most things. It's not the best marketing slogan to have for your product. Tastes better than piss. All right, what's this now? How do I shade? Okay, so man, if only there was a YouTube tutorial on this. Wait, did I mention it in one of my tutorial videos? I don't think so. In one of my 2 tutorial videos. It'd be a short video. Is that black what I'm using, or is it a shade of gray? Oh no, I do mention that in my tutorial video. I use the grayish blue, but sometimes also a grayish purple. Let me show this. Yeah, I usually pick something from here or here. Depends on the context, but never black or gray, because that looks gross. Yuck. You never want to shade with black or gray. It's disgusting. No, no, no. Especially when you start shading hair. Like if you for example, let me just quickly do this. Okay, look at that. That's nice shading. But if this is gray, look at this. Ooh, gross. Gross, gross, gross colors. Yuck. Even blue is gross when it comes to blonde hair. Ooh, yuck, 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 yuck. So when I shade yellow hair, I like to go with like a yellowy multiply layer. Something in this region here. That just helped me so much. Hey, no worries, Detonator. No worries. Anytime. I definitely mentioned that in the tutorial video. It's all coming back to me now. I mean, not to make it sound like I'm throwing shade at you. Like, how dare you not look at my tutorial video first? I was just thinking, like, did I make that part of the video or no? But yeah, surely I did. Surely. I was going to not shade the people in the photos because usually when I show a drawing that's like a picture in the comic, like a photo frame, like a framed photo or a painting or something, they usually don't have shading just to emphasize that those are 2D things. But in this case, since it's so like full screen, it feels weird that it's not shaded. You know what I could do though? I could shade it in properly and stuff, and then on top of it have a slight gloss to make it feel like more of a photo. I might be overdoing it, but I think that could look kind of cool. You didn't even know a tutorial existed. Oh snap! Yeah, I got 2 tutorial videos. Check it out. It's on my YouTube page. Toast Cokes, you shade with black? How dare you? I mean, there are certain times when it does look better, but I feel like most of the time it's usually worse than if you had shaded with like a more saturated, darker version of the color you're shading. Because once you change it up, I feel like things start to look much, much nicer. Oh, time for a break! Pause this before anyone gets smart with the focus. I'll be back in a minute. Welcome back everyone. Okay. All right. Hope you had a good short break there. And where were we at? Wait, what? What comic was I drawing in that last clip? Oh, I forgot to check. What was it? I don't know. I guess if you made a quick clip now, you could go back a minute. If I saw the screenshot, I'd be able to tell. I assume I'd be able to tell. It was with Exocomics Isabel. I saw that part. I don't remember seeing the comic around it. But it wasn't part of the comic, if that's what you're wondering. That was just like a separate cake thing I drew for X. Although we could probably figure this out. It would probably be in March because Exocomics' birthday is in March, so it would be a March comic. And I haven't done the birthday cakes in a while. Yeah, we could figure this out. We could figure this out. Which year was it? I could go into Discord to the birthday cakes channel. Oh, the search doesn't work because I've got streamer mode turned on. I could just scroll up. Really shouldn't be doing this right now, but I've got that sunk cost fallacy going on. I've already invested this much time into figuring this out. I may as well continue. May as well continue here. Scrolling. Shit. Oh my god. This is a waste of time. Oh boy! Somebody stop me here. Oh my god. I can't, I gotta look away. Oh, thank god. Scare 16. Thank you for distracting me. I was getting stuck in that loop. Scare 16. Don't be scared. You look like you're about to cry. Tears of joy. Thank you very much for subbing with that Prime sub. Welcome. And also, don't forget to access all your bonus panels and plucked up comics waiting for you in the Discord now that you're a sub. Appreciate it. Skier 16. Oh, people already found it way before I was even getting nowhere. It was the Saving the World comic. Oh, I see. Let's see. Jump over there for a quick second. Not really sure why I'm showing this off now, but may as well. In case people are curious. This would be it for sure. Saving the World. End of the world sale. Alright, enough of all that. Time to reload. Quick saving, and then boom. Nice. Very nice, yes. I really like that face at the end. I think that came out really well. The colors in general, I like. Only thing I would change in hindsight is probably make the shading less contrasty. It's a bit too intense. Also, look, here's some black gray shading going on in the first panel. But see, because of context, you didn't. I wanted the first panel to look apocalyptic and like not good looking, like things are bad. And that's why the shading is gray. That's why. Because I wanted it to look bad. Show the bonus panels for it. No, no, no. No, no, no. Although all subs have access to it. Maybe one day I'll make those one of the free bonus panels. Also, sorry, I think someone was leaving when I was on break before. Oh, was it Nicholas Spire? Hey, Nicholas Spire, you're most likely gone by now. I would hope you're in bed by now. I hope you're not still waiting for me to finally read your message. But have a good night, Nicholas Spire, just in case you are there. And see you tomorrow. Hey, Z Woods, hello, hello. How's it going, Z Woods? Catching up on the rest of the chat here. Okay. Now, where are we at? Oh, yes, I'm going to shade the people after all. So I'm going to make a new shading layer in case I want to make the shading color different. It also helps make the ghost stand out more too if I have these characters shaded. So it's another reason to go on with the shading. Oops. Oops. Hey, why is this not? Oh. And I have another shading for this one. Zooming along now. I want to select just the white part here, but not this part. So select that, and then that. Also, I just realized I'm missing a bit of, there we go. That looks good. Same with this popcorn box. Sweet. And then here as well. And then shading on the hair. Cool. And may as well shade this part of the palm tree as well. This looks a little more interesting. There we go. Okay. And now couple more things I'd like to do. We need some more background here so that it's quite bright in this background, especially at the bottom of this photo. I was thinking of adding more greenery, or maybe like sand, because this looks like a beach. This tropical kind of neighborhood. So we can add this. And add a little bit more detail. Emphasizes the ghost. And I was even thinking the ghost needs, I don't know, I can't tell. The ghost needs to have more ghost translucency to him. But I don't know the best way to do this. Like, I could make him like that. Make him more scary. And now it just looks like some bird crapped on this photo. We need to make the ghost scarier. Somehow. Or maybe not. Hey, Avaris Clary. Yesterday I found a Finnish version of Lord of the Rings that was made in 1993 and was shocked at how much Finnish I understood. I haven't studied it in almost 2 years, but I was getting maybe 10% of it. Not bad. Did you finish the book? And hey, I could read 10% of Lord of the Rings too, but it was in English. I mean, actually, I don't think I even got 10% into it. Maybe even less. I had intentions to read it, and then I just kind of stopped. I have really, really bad patience when it comes to reading books. So many books I give up after like 2 chapters. Yoda, I saw yesterday that the stream got muted for a part. Was it a song or something? Oh yeah, sometimes there's like false flag mutings on the Twitch VODs. It's frustrating because we only play pretzel music, but sometimes even that gets flagged as copyright. And if I go through it, I used to go through and like, you know, claim it and stuff and say it's like, you know, it's fine to play, and then eventually usually it gets resolved. But I've kind of stopped doing that. So many steps involved. I have to like fill out my address and everything. It almost feels like it's not even worth it, especially because we put the VODs, unmuted VODs on YouTube anyway. No music, just my beautiful, beautiful voice, and also the sound effects and all that. And then eventually the VODs on Twitch expire anyway, but the YouTube ones are always there. Avaris Claire, hey Groger, why is your screen cracked in the top left corner? Oh no, that's not a cracked screen. It's just a spider web. I haven't been dusting in a while. Well, it does kind of look like a cracked screen though. It's scary as well. Scary to break technology. And oh, it wasn't even the Lord of the Rings book. It was the TV show. Oh, I see. And you understood 10% of the finished TV show. Oh, I see. Make the lines on the glow in the dark green. Give him scary hands. Oh, I see. The ghost. YouTube VOD has no music? No, it does not. The YouTube VODs have no music. Uninterruptible. No music, no intermission. Just no intro, no outro, just the stream, the content is on the YouTube VOD. Pretty slick as well, because it's all automated. I used to have to like, I used to do it in such a stupid, slow process. I used to have to like import the recordings into Adobe Premiere, and then like wait for that to like pre-render everything and hope for the best. And then I have to like manually cut out the intro and all the intermission bits because they would get flagged as copyright, because sometimes we have this like old movie trailers and whatnot. And then cut out the outro, and then remove the music track, and then render it out as a new video, which would take another few hours, and then upload that to YouTube. My God, I used to do that for each VOD. But now, well, not now, but for a while now, I've got it all automated. So the recording just does not record the music at all. I don't even know why I bothered recording the music. So it just never records that track, the music track, and it doesn't start recording until we open the curtains, and it automatically stops when we close the curtains, and it automatically pauses during intermission. So as soon as I'm done streaming, I just drag and drop the file into YouTube, and bada bing, bada boom. That's all I need to do. It's very slick. Frustrates me I didn't do that from the start. It's such a time saver. Avaris, Clary, gotta go. Cook dinner. Tonight is Parmesan pork. Parmesan pork. Nice alliteration. Good luck. Sounds good. What made you decide to... Also, hey, Nitro2H, hello, hello. You have some nice emotes? Hey, well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I made them myself. But what made you decide to stop doing Discord music? What made me decide to stop putting the music in Discord? A couple of reasons. What were they? One, I feel like having some music in the background of the streams is better than the silence. So, and it was only like, by the end of it, there was only like a few people that would ever join for the Discord music anyway. I felt like it was more trouble than it was worth. And it would get a lot of people like confused, like, oh, why can't I hear the song that's playing right now? And then you tell them about the Discord thing, but it wouldn't really incentivize people to join the Discord anyway. I don't think. So I kind of just stopped. And there was also some technical issues too, I think. The music would sound bad sometimes. Yeah. Okay, let me think. Scary, glow in the dark. There's this as well. Some of these ghosts I draw to make them scary, I kind of like make his mouth kind of join together. Kind of freaky. Well, it almost looks like he's got dental floss stuck in his mouth. Actually, I don't think it needs to happen in the last panel. Is it me or the music a bit too loud? Oh, is it too loud? Oh, whoops. Let's see. Is the music too loud? Music is too loud. Is it too loud for anyone else? Previous song felt a bit louder, maybe it's just me. Yeah, it could be that just some songs are not mixed to the same consistent volume. It'd be cool if we had like separate knobs. Why separate knob for the music and for the dialogue? I'm not sure if is that possible with if you do it in the Twitch, because Twitch have like this music library way now that you can like stream with music directly to Twitch, yada yada, and it doesn't save in a VOD. But I don't think you have the option to change the volume. Strongville, you joined the Discord, you think, because of the music? Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I think another thing was I did some votes sometimes at the beginning of streams to ask, should we have music in the stream or just have it Discord music? And most of the time people voted for having music in the stream. I don't know. Because I guess it sounds kind of quiet, strangely quiet if it's if there's nothing going on in stream. I don't know.
Get back to work!
Ah!
Let's do it.
Trying out something here. Trying something out here with this thing. Here's a test. This kind of just looks like sunbeams. Oh, I don't know. You can't really see what I'm doing here because it's all the equations in my face, but kind of has a little something something going on. Let's try this again. Oh, this song's weird. I'm just considering doing like that kind of window gloss shine, but on the photos, because you know how photos are quite glossy. We'll do that, and then we kind of fade it out. I don't want it to be too distracting. That looks a little distracting. Maybe more subtle than this. It also has to be behind the fingers as well. Fingers will have to be on top. Eh? Oh, whoops. That one. Here's one. Looks like a thumbnail. And maybe the line art could be less intense too. Oh, I don't know. I'm getting into weird territory now. Nah, that looks weird. That looks really weird. Oh lordy. I was like, hey, who's this? Strike! Found the spider that time. Nice. Nice strike. I'm kind of just fading the lines out a little bit. Oh, it's real subtle. Stephen, is sleepy? Gonna hit the bed now. Have a good night. Take care. Also, Risha, what's this? I heard that Spotify is going to be starting up a streaming service where you can stream any Spotify music. Oh, okay, really? Where'd you hear that? Spotify is starting up a streaming service. So you can like use those songs in streams? That could be cool. Although I wonder if it's just gonna sound like pretzel. You know, I don't think they're gonna be getting like all the big bands on board. But then again, if any company could, then it would be Spotify. So maybe that'd be pretty cool. Would be nice to be able to like stream some Alt J again or something. Oh man, I also want to draw some more, I think I want to draw more photos. I want to make this feel more like a stack of photos rather than just 3, you know? If I just do like a little bit like this, even that will help make it feel more full. Oops. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Mm. Annabella, it would help the bands to have Spotify be able to stream music to Twitch. I don't find new music to listen like I did when people were streaming hits in the background. That's true, Annabella. I feel like, especially in the early days when I used to stream music on the Twitch streams, all willy nilly like, I feel like I got a lot of people saying like, "Oh, thanks for showing me this band," or "I wouldn't have found this band if it wasn't for your streams," and stuff like that. So I don't know. It could help. Could help. Especially like if you're not. I mean, obviously Taylor Swift doesn't need any help getting discovered, but for a lot of like more indie bands out there, you know, I'm not sure. And I know it sounds a little hypocritical of me to say stuff like that. It sounds hypocritical because of like how against I am when it comes to like shitty Instagram repost accounts that just like post all my comics willy nilly and sometimes give credit. You know, it does sound hypocritical, but there's a difference. There's a difference to that, and the difference is it's a small difference. But I feel like with a comic, you read it once usually, and that's it. But with a song, like if you find a song you like, you'll listen to it much more often. So being shown a song is different than being shown a comic. And for like those kind of accounts, there's no reason to leave that repost account if you're getting all that content from there, you know? Hmm. I think it makes sense. Listen to this subreddit is where I find new music sometimes. Oh, I used to check out listen to this. Um, I used to do that. Though I feel like for a while then I didn't really find anything that was really to my taste. Nowadays I find new music mostly through Spotify's Discover Weekly playlist. Like every Monday it builds a playlist based on my interests and stuff. I find I have sometimes I have good luck there. Not every week. Um, Also, I like to check out the Needle Drops, or is it Fantano? One of his channels. He also does like a weekly track roundup video where he like reviews a bunch of tracks every week. I find some good songs there sometimes. Oh, that's not the... Eh. Yeah, I think it looks better that there's like a whole stack of different photos. It looks more full. Oh, break time. Break time. I will be back in a minute. Pause alerts quickly. Eh. Oh gosh, no! What happened here? Oh, wonder what happened there. God damn it. Okay, pause. Okay, I'll be back soon, and I'll go back and I'll read the chat again. See you soon. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you very much for waiting. Okay, I kind of had an epiphany while I was draining the banana. Feel like we gotta get a move on. I'm taking forever on this comic. Forever. And I really want to finish in today's stream so that tomorrow is just Monkey Island. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna focus on like, you know, everything has to be perfect and the correct amount of shine right now. That's like low priority stuff. Main priority stuff is getting like the bulk done. And then we'll do titles, you know, all that good stuff. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing on now. You can reduce focus to 100 Bs. No, 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 no. Let's not go crazy now, Comic Code. I'm not gonna go crazy. But yes. Let's do it. Also, I should mention, I forgot to mention, we also have a Sick Beats Discord channel where people share good tunes. I should check that out more often. I've got a few tunes I should be sharing. I forget sometimes. I'm trying to remember to post more there in the future. So yeah, keep an eye out on that, the Sick Tunes Discord channel. Okay, let's see. Just copy and paste the background for the first panel to the last one. Oh, I definitely will be doing that. I'm pretty sure I'm definitely doing that. For sure. I'm going to just do it this way for now. But I think later on, whoops, like off stream, I'm gonna wait until I completely finalize the first panel background before copy pasting it for the last panel. But for now, I'm just gonna do a quick copy paste and worry about the finesses later. It's gonna help a lot once we have speech bubbles, so let's focus on that now. Make a new folder, dialogue, the white layer, and then the text layer. And let's go. Oops. That's a weird G. Hold on, it's not not a good start. That's a bit better, I think. Oh snap! Who's that? Strike. Strike. Good catch. Good catch. Yeah, got lots to do. So, other than this comic, the other stuff I have on my to-do list that I want to get done soon, and have to get done soon, is well, bonus panels. First of all, come up with the bonus panels for this one and draw them. That'll happen tomorrow. Gotta redo the entire overlay to work with the new OBS and StreamerBot updates. Gotta launch the store tonight. The new store is coming up tonight. And then the print store the week after that. Then gotta draw the comic for Instagram They're commissioning me to draw a comic for them. Gonna draw that next week. I don't think I can stream it though, unfortunately. But it won't be like the normal loading artist comic. It'll be I'll post it eventually, but I think they have to post it first. We'll see about that. But yeah, gotta do that. Then I gotta do Plucked Up as well. Gotta Plucked Up to draw and post for not this weekend, but the weekend after. And what else is there? Oh yeah, and bring the cats to the farm this weekend. Which is good timing because I'm so swamped. I'm gonna be swamped for the next couple of weeks anyway, so it's good to not have distractions. Also to get good at Overwatch, yes. Top priority, obviously, Coma Code. Top priority there. Do I show Lee the bonus panel before drawing it? Oh, definitely. I run by every comic idea and bonus panel idea past Lee before I work on it, just to make sure it's as good as can be. Night Striker D. Whoa, that outfit is bananas! Thank you very much. Welcome back. How you doing? And seriously, the duck must pay the poor small business owner? No. The next Plucked Up is going to be a completely separate storyline. That storyline is wrapped up. The Nice Day storyline. The next one is going to be a one-off. And then the week after that will be a one-off too, because it's going to be Halloween. Lee is QA, quality assurance? Yes. Has to be Lee approved. You're doing good, Night Striker? That's good to hear. I'm also doing good. Just busy though. Very busy this month. I cannot believe it's already October. I had to double check. Oh my god. And then that's October is November, and then it's December, and that's Christmas again. Crazy. I know it wouldn't be a loading artist stream if I didn't talk about how fast time is going by. I always gotta mention it at least once. Keep everyone on track. You really liked Plucked Up Nice Day, very funny? Well, thank you very much, Strike, glad you liked it. Yeah, 6-parter. 21 pages, I think. It wasn't going to be that long, but then as I kept working on the next pages, I was like, oh yeah, then this could happen. And then the storyline just kind of kept going. Did not plan for it to be so long at the start. Hey, Kremlin Kev, hello, welcome back. Banana time, yes it is. This month is bananas. This is my my classic Halloween getup. Unwashed. Unapologetic. Making these letters like a little bit wonky. I think if the sorry is a bit wonky, like, oh, sorry, and it kind of dips down a bit, I think it's more sorry looking, more sad looking. Oh, also, I missed your message there, Comica. What if she says, no, it's bad, but you have no other comic ideas and time is up? Well, oh, you mean what if Lee says the comic idea is bad, but I have no other ideas and time is up? Well, first of all, she would never say that. She would only either give constructive criticism. But if I really had no good ideas, I would delay, skip the week. Kremlin Kev gifting a cursed sub to Gloomby TV, a tier 3 sub. I couldn't even tell it was tier 3 because the purple, the colors are all whack. A tier 3 gift sub to Gloomby TV. Thank you, Kremlin Kev. Welcome back. And also, Extra Comics, I would totally say that. I would totally say that a comic idea is bad. Yeah, bro. It's kind of like if Extra Comics starts, calling my ideas bad, then I will also call her ideas bad when I think so. It's kind of like the stakes are raised. It goes from nice pleasantries to be like, oh yeah, this one's got potential, to I don't like this one. Don't do this. If you do this comic idea, I will call you out on Twitter and cease being your friend. Gloomy TV, gonna cry? Tears of gold is what you'll be crying with that tier 3 gift sub from Kremlin Kev. Thanks again, Kremlin Kev. Thank you very much. Gregor would delay if he had no good ideas. That explains the real reason for the burnout period. Oh, for sure. For sure. That is definitely, like, one of the main reasons why I was burnt out. Burnt out, couldn't think of anything. Everything sucked. For sure. If I had good ideas, then there'd be no problem. Like, there's never been a time where I've had a good comic idea, but I just didn't have the will to draw it. It always comes down to the comic idea first. If that doesn't exist, then I'm sad. What the? I'll move that text down a bit. Exacomics never has bad ideas, so that makes your job easier. Oh, you only think that because it's already gone through my QA process. You should see some of the ideas that Exacomics shows me. Some of them, I'm like, is this even allowed? Like, oh my god. I think you'll get banned if you draw this. I have to convince her that I think it's a bad idea to start drawing just so much nudity all of a sudden. And like, just really graphic, gory stuff. Is there an ideas chat on Discord? Ideas chat? Like comic ideas? You mean like suggestions for loading ours comics, or what do you mean? There's the feedback channel, but if you're asking about suggesting a comic idea, you're welcome to suggest it. But I feel like there's only ever been like 1 or 2 comics that have been made from someone else's idea. And they've both been the worst ones. One of them being Exacomics' idea. I was thinking about getting ideas. Oh no, there's I mean there's the no, there's no such thing. You're on your own there. A Discord channel for getting ideas. Nope. I mean there is the Art Talk forum channel thing that you can post in and ask for feedback on stuff. But as far as like generating ideas, that's usually a very lonely process. Hey, yo, Liz. Howdy, howdy, howdy. 29 months. Thank you very much, Liz. Welcome back. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I think that's from Toy Story, I think, the first one. It's me, Woody. Howdy. Is it? I think the dog does it. He pretends to be Woody. How you doing, Liz? Common code. I get credit for one idea. The most confusing one, if I remember correctly, for international readers. Which one? Remind me again, Common code? I must have blocked it out of my memory. Which idea are you claiming credit for? Oh, the expired gift card idea. Oh my god. You're the one that I should be blaming for that one? Oh my god, Komoko, why would you admit this? You were off the hook for so long. The expired the expired gift card idea. Oh my god. Yeah, that's definitely one comic I never repost. For multiple reasons. One, the size is just hell for social media. Like the size of the panels and whatnot. And yeah, two, it just doesn't make any sense. Well, it does make sense, but it's just so confusing. I definitely feel like there's potential in it, but I didn't have the skills at the time to properly realize it, to formulate it. It's still too raw. The expired art license? No, the expired gift card idea. Let me show you everyone. Let me show everyone this disaster of a comic. Disaster! Okay, there's this one. Ages ago. Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday, happy birthday! Happy birthday to me! Fuck! And then there should be laughter, but all I hear is... Oh, I see. Today's comic was inspired by a Twitter exchange I had with Comic Code. The Comic Code's the one to blame here. That's right. I tweeted, somewhere out there, a birthday gift card is expiring. It's an expiration gift card. An expiring gift card is a birthday ink gift card. Gold Comic Code. Oh my goodness. And then never again. Like there's definitely something to it. There's definitely something to it, but I feel like I could have drawn it better now, in a more not obvious way, but in a more gettable way. Yeah, it's still good, but look at this panel; it's so tall. I can't post this. But yeah, so many people are confused by this one. Are they here? Are they here? Noise. I don't understand it though. Yeah. I guess people do get it. I'm too scared to repost. What was it, 2015? Oh, trying to focus, Yoyoto? Oh, let me unpause the alerts. 2015. Crazy. So long ago. Let me move these texts. There you go. What the? This is a bit too big. Whoops. The speech bubble is too big. What the? Oh my god. Oops. They're all like this. And then... Oh, that's way too... Ugh, too thick. Hold on, let me delete this. That again on a skinnier. It's still a bit thick. Do I need to bring it all the way down to his face? I keep doing it. Why do I keep doing it? Make the brush size a bit skinnier too. Oh, that looks terrible. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ugh. Let's see here. Oh, the execution. That could have been better. That's the word I was trying to think of. The idea of the gift card expiring on his birthday is funny, but the execution I could have done better. If you hide the sketch, I think you'll want to change the first speech bubble. If you hide the sketch, I think you'll want to change the first speech bubble. Oh, because it's too long. I see. And also, it should come from the left detonator. I like it here. Oh, I don't know. And you're saying it should be on the other side. It's thing I don't like about that is it kind of risks being read first if the speech bubble comes from the left side. Whereas if it's here, it feels like this is first and then that one. But then it is awfully tight.
Get back to work!
Let's do it.
Yeah, he's gonna move this one more this way. And maybe this one, flip this one over. Yeah, that could work better. And then move the text. And then hide the sketch. Yeah, that could be smaller too. Just a smidge. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. Thank you for the focus there. I mean, obviously, there's still like a lot of work to be done because there's nothing on these photos in the card pack thingy here. The slushies are not shaded. There's no shine on the cups. The background also, these cameras need to look better. I think this text speech bubble needs to have more like darker shading, more ominous. These colored photos in the background need to be better. More ominous shading on the speech bubble again. More detail on this green photo here. And then improve. It's just too bright. Too bright, this background. I'm definitely gonna be tweaking the crap out of this a lot. I'm not sure exactly what to tweak to, but it's gonna look better. Does that mean titles time? Yes, titles time are imminent. Titles are imminent. How far left have you let the gasoline needle go before getting more gas? Oh man, the power. I was on a road trip once, and Extra Comics was with me as well on this road trip. she was freaking out as well, and we were on a road called the Desert Road, and there's just nothing for miles, nothing for miles except for like a military testing zone. and there was a sign saying that you shouldn't stop on this road, and there's no other things on this road. There's no stops. Don't stop until you get out of this. And it's like a long desert road. And that was when I realized we were running out of petrol. The thing was blinking and everything. The little like E sign, I think. There's like a petrol icon. I remember that was blinking or was on or something, and we were getting pretty worried. I even turned off the air conditioner and the radio and everything, just in case it was using more petrol. I don't know if petrol fuels the radio or the air conditioner, but all of that was off. The dim headlights were off. Everything was off. Only the necessities. But we got out of there. It was all good in the end. But I know what you're referencing to power. You're referencing that sign. Yeah, the Seinfeld reference. What does Kramer say? It's like he doesn't even stop for gas until like it's below the E or something, right? High five. It is a high five episode, right? With Putty? Pretty sure. Yes, it must be. Also, Detonator, the ghost in the third comic is looking so good. Third comic? Or third panel? The ghost in the third panel is looking so good? This one? Thank you very much. AC does take fuel, but not the radio. I see. I thought it all does. Like, it's just power. Let's move this down a bit. Oops. Yeah. Okay, let's get into well, actually, let's just do a couple more things here before I forget them. For example, like shading under the thumb here. Make it look like he's actually holding this photo. I'm gonna have to tweak the way the gloss works because there shouldn't be gloss under the shadow. Not under the shadow, but in the shadow there shouldn't be gloss. Where's the other? Oh, there's no other hand there. The slushies could do with some slushy highlights. Just like that. A little shine. Whoop. Lower the opacity a bit. Kind of helps make it look more like plastic. Oh my goodness, it's already break time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Also, no, the battery is charged by the alternator, which is always running at the same speed no matter what. The AC, though, has a compressor that gets charged by the engine. So when you turn it on, some RPMs are lost due to leach from the AC compressor. Huh, the more you know. The AC in the car is running off the petrol. Interesting. Good to know. And okay, let's go on a quick break, and after break it'll be comic titles time. See you soon. Stay for comic titles. It's happening. I have no idea what the hell that clip was. There was so much time for so much time spent for such little payoff. I don't know what was going on there. But welcome back. My goodness, my eyes were glazing over watching that clip. It made me like super tired all of a sudden. Whew. Okay. Oh. Also, Henry, I don't think I said hello to you yet, but hello. Okay. Let's continue here. Save here. And close one of them. Put it in the middle. Right there. Perfect. And we're going to congratulate Strike on the spider. I love how you're pointing exactly to the spider there. Excellent. 146 spiders for you, Strike. Good job. And let's get into the comic titles. Oops, that's too big. Too big. There we go. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Whoa. Whoa. Don't look at this. Pretty cool effect. All right, what do we got here? So the past couple streams, this one included, you've all been submitting comic title suggestions for the comic title this week. And you know the drill. What we're looking for is something punny, something witty, something non-spoilery, but still alludes to what the comic's about. Ideally, that's like the goal. That the thing we aim for. So let's see what we've got in store for us today. Starting with Lifting Spirits. Is this the first one? I hope it is. I remember last time it kind of messed up when we started on the wrong one. Let me just double check. Yeah, this is the first one. Cool. Lifting Spirits by Rishu. All right. Lifting Spirits. Spirits. Got a good feeling about the word spirits. Lift your spirits. Lift your spirits. Lifting spirits is in like feeling happier. Like you should lift your spirits, and spirit is in like the ghost spirit. So hey, get happier. Lifting spirits. Yeah. Might be something there. Lifting spirits. Now that I think about it. Nice, not bad. Good start. Dead inside. Dead inside. He's sad because he's dead inside. He's dead outside too. Although I think don't we have a comic title called Dead Inside already? Yeah, we do. We have a comic called Dead Inside already. Ghosting. Ghosting. Spooky surprise. There's a surprise in the photos. It's spooky. Dead Already. Now that we definitely have. We have a comic called Dead Already as well. Grim group photo. Got the alliteration guitar piper. Alluding to the photo isn't spoilery. Grim group photo. Good food for thought. Polterguilt. Instead of poltergeist, you're guilting the ghost for being so sad looking. Polterguilt. Interesting pun. Aghast. Aghast. Wait. Hey Siri, what does aghast mean?
Aghast means filled with horror or shock.
And it's, look what's in the photo. It's aghast. It's a ghost. Aghast. Might be something there. Might be something there. I don't know. Look at me now, Eleanor. I'm a banana. A reference to yesterday's conversation with my old primary school crush. Yes, look at me now. Hey, Psychomanity, welcome back. Just going through comic titles now. Oh, speak of the manatee. Photobombed. Photobombed. Straight to the point. Photobombed by the ghost. That is what it's called. Photobombed. Perhaps. Well, actually, I don't know. That might be something there. Slushies. Poltergeist poses. Guitar piper, loving those alliterations. I like them too, though. Alliterations are good. Poltergeist poses. Too ethereal. Too real. Too ethereal. Moment to know. Moment no. Haughty haunting. Haughty? Hey Siri, what does haughty mean?
Hottie is an informal term. It means a hot water bottle. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Yes, tell me about myself.
Myself means
No!
used by a speaker to refer to himself or herself as the object of a verb or preposition when he or she is the subject of the clause. Do you want to hear the next one?
No. Okay, that failed. But it wasn't even the right how. Hey Siri, what does haughty mean? Haughty. What does haughty mean?
Okay, I found this on the web for what does mean, how old are you, what does wholesome mean. Check it out.
Haughty? Haughty. Hey Siri, how does haughty mean?
Uh-huh. Haughty means arrogantly superior and disdainful.
Oh, a look of haughty disdain. A haughty British aristocrat. What? All right. Good lesson nonetheless. Beautiful photos. Beautiful photos. Beautiful. Beautiful photos. All right. Well, how do you say it again? Haunted. Haunted. I don't think I'm understanding the word hot correctly. Who prints photos anymore? Touche. Touche. I wonder if I get a whole bunch of kids not getting this comic because it's like, wait, what? What are these? Why are these photos in real life? What is this? How do you get it? What app is this? Old man yelling at comments under his comic submission on Reddit. It's vintage. Yeah, it's Polaroids. Beautiful. Excuse me. Beautiful, courtesy of Z-Woods. Oh, but I see Fenzi. But Z-Woods got in there anyways. But thank you for submitting on Z-Woods' behalf. Ghost roast. Roasting the ghost. Spectre heckler. Spectre heckler. Spectre. Interesting word. Photogeist. Oh, snap. Photogeist, like poltergeist. Not bad. Photogeist. It's photo. It's ghost. Photogeist. Potassium pits. Oh, that was in reference to me rubbing bananas on my armpits. Photo boo. Like photo booth? Photo boo. Photo boo. Creep shot. That sounds like a lot more sexual than I think what you were suggesting here. Creep shot. Do you call ghosts creeps though? Like Jeepers Creepers. That's like a horror thing. But I feel creep shot sounds like more lewd, I'd say. What is this? Oh, I just put a caption in the first panel that says in 1995 to explain the photos. Yeah, to explain the photos being printed and a mall. I think a shopping mall is not going to be much of a thing in the future. Shopping malls are definitely on the outs. Eventually. Psychomanity, bruh. Literally, I just got back to my dorm, and as soon as I took off my shoes and jacket and all that, the freaking fire alarm goes off. It's because you were too hot, Psychomanity. That's what happened. Ghost image. Ghost image. Ghost image. Ghost image. 1 horror photo. Oh, instead of 1 hour photo, 1 horror photo. Interesting. 1 horror photo. That's kind of neat, kind of fun. How does a ghost drink a slushie? Good question. Although I already answered it by mistake because I read it. I think I read that one. Didn't realize it was a comic title. Because it ain't, I guess. Because it ain't. Hey, Chamus. Chamus, welcome. Hump scare, like jump scare. Oh, you'd have to submit it as a comic title for it to come up here, but I see it here in the chat. Hump scare. Wait, wait. Why hump? Why hump? Who hump? Team spirit. Team spirit. He's letting down the team by not smiling. They're in spirit. They're in spirit. Like, I'm not smiling, but I'm there in spirit. It's not bad. Oh, my stomach is growling. I'm so hungry. Lost soul. Lost soul. Photo boo. Ugh. Photo booth. Well, technically, it's not a photo booth. Because a photo booth is one of those things you go in, it's like a vending machine for pictures of you. And then you get a little, like, strip of photos. Whereas this is more of a... You hand in your Kodak camera, your film tube, and you get photos printed. Oh, it sounds so... Why am I making this comic? This is so old. No one can relate to this. No one can relate to this. He-Man Resolutions.txt. There it is. Squad Goals. Squad Ghouls. Squad Goals. Squad Ghouls. Looking fabulous. Fabulous. Looking fabulous. Fabulous. I like that one more than beautiful, I think, because I don't like to use the dash in titles, so there wouldn't be a dash, and so beautiful sounds like I'm talking about someone's beautiful booty. Whereas looking fabulous, it sounds more obvious that I'm saying boo as in a ghost. I think. That's my thought process there. Boo who? Who's the boo? Creeping it real. Deja boo, because it's in every picture. That's an interesting way of thinking outside of the box there. Memento! Getting ghosted. What is this? Hold on. Subathon next week, and if I hit 1,000 subs, then I'll do a furry stream. Disregard everything I just said. Those are not my words. Why are you bullying me? Ook. What? Killjoy. Killjoy. By not smiling, he's a killjoy. He's also killed, because he's dead. Ghoul's Day Out. Gloomby. Now, the reason I wouldn't like this one is because I don't want the title to make it sound like the ghost is, like, having fun or is out, like, with friends or anything. Because up until the last panel, you should think that the ghost is haunting these people, and it's like, oh my god, there's a ghost behind us in every one of these photos. But it turns out they're saying, oh my god, bro, why aren't you smiling? You're ruining these photos. Yeah. That's my thought process there. Phantasmic photo. Phantasmic photo. Got that PH alliteration. Phantasmic photo. Photo boom. Photo boom. Photo boom. As opposed to Psychomality's photo bombed. Photo boomed. I like that. Say wheeze. Wait, what? Wait, what's a wheeze? Wheeze. Like say cheese, but wheeze? I can't ghost these on Facebook or Instaghoul. By Detonator. I can't ghost these on Facebook or Instaghoul. Photo boomed. Low derp. So it's basically what DePower said, but with no hyphens and with an E at the end. Photo boomed. Photo boom. Photo boomed. Oh, I don't know now. I don't know what's better. I don't know what's better. I'll put both on the wall. Oops. Focus Pocus. Like Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus. Secret Agenda 2. Among Us. A ghost among us. That's the way I can relate to these kids. Sus, am I right? This comic's so sus. Among Us. Please upvote me. Hey, the RTG Gaming, welcome back. Wait, I thought I heard a cat here, right? Is there no cat? Just one, there was a cat behind me. Let's see. Boo. Memento is for both. Oh, like a ghost noise. Oh, like ooh. And ooh, oh, like being sad. It works for both the punchline and the haunting. Memento. Oh, like memento is in like a souvenir. Something to remember things. Something that has memory attached to it. I thought you were talking about the movie Memento, where everything is backwards. And then secondly, I thought Mento is like the mint. Memento. I don't know. I don't think of ghosts saying, "Oh." If anything, it would have to be like memento with capital small. um, yeah, I think it wouldn't come across, especially when it's all caps. Photo boo bees load. And that's the last one. Okay, that's the one we're ending on. All right, well, thank you very much for all of your suggestions. Got a few interesting ones in the wall here. We got the Lifting Spirits from Rishu, Aghast from Sarisi, Photobombed by Psychomanity, Beautiful Photos, Z Woods, Photogeist, like Poltergeist, from Z Woods as well. One Horror Photo, so instead of 1 hour photo, Stephen Deluxe. There in Spirit, Dry Rays Girl, Looking Fabulous, Rishu, Photoboom, The Power, and Photo Boomed, Low Derp, Anria. Photobombed could also apply to how the photo bombed because of his frowning. Oh yeah. That's true. Chuck-chan, I thought I did one with Ook. Oh, you did. I saw Ook. It didn't go in the wall though, but it did come up. I swear, I keep hearing a cat. It's like a ghost cat. I'm being haunted by. I keep hearing a cat like climb this thing, but I never see one. It's freaking me out. I don't know. Maybe I'm more delirious than I think. I'm super hungry and super tired for some reason. Didn't get enough sleep. Oh boy. Which is a great day to launch the new shop. Coming soon. I'll be launching that tonight. Keep an eye out for that. But let's see here. Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone, for your titles, and we're gonna end the streams here. Okay, what was that? I think I heard a cat try to make its own lunch. Okay, we're ending the streams here, and gonna do a raid, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's stream where we'll be playing more Monkey Island. More Monkey Island tomorrow. So get your brains all switched on and you know, smart and all that stuff, and because we're gonna need it in tomorrow's stream. But yeah, for now, let's bid farewell for now. And oh hey, haven't seen okay, before we raid him, can we just once and for all tell me how to pronounce his username? Hawaii Artworks. And what was his name again? It's been a while. My brain is just failing to remember. Why Hawaii Artworks? Basically every word that starts with H I have trouble with. Hawaii. But yeah, he's live. He's doing some Duelists of Eden fan art. That's the title. Well, all I can see is a torso, but it looks like a good torso. So Hawaii. Is that why you say hello? Because I have trouble with H. Okay, well, all right. Let's go and rate Hawaii Artworks and send him some loading hours love. And he is so good at reading chat, completely overshadows Greg. Well, la-dee-da. I shouldn't have even read that message just to prove a point. Also, the alerts are paused right now, so have your bees back. Although you got
Bobby.
your hydrate. Oh no, there's also a follow there. Whoops. Hey, it's Jazz. Thank you for following. Oh gosh, that was 15 minutes ago. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Burn down shopping malls. Saruman, you're welcome. I mean, not you're welcome, but that's your welcoming message. Welcome. And there's the hydrate. Blub, 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 blub. And do we jump now? Yes. Good luck. Okay, we're gonna be rating Hawaii Artworks, and See you all in tomorrow's stream. So I'm launching a new shop tonight and tomorrow at Monkey Island. See you on the Discord, see you on Twitters. You know how we do. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. I'm off to get some lunch. Goodbye. Goodbye. Farewell. 2, 1. Curtains. 0 curtains. There we go. Goodbye. 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 Oh.